Okay, in this video I'm going to show you the basics of how to rig a Manly Junior. It's designed as an introduction for new sailors as well as a refresher for returning sailors. I'll cover what's required to get you out on the water, but I won't go into the finer details of boat setup in this video. So everything you need should be stored in your boat apart from the mast, which is stored on the rack in the shed. First thing you need to do is get your boat out of the shed into a clear space and empty its contents onto the ground. Items you'll have are a boom, a spinnaker pole, your mast, your jib, your main, and your centerboard and rudder. So the first step is for your smallest crew member to get into the boat and hold the mast into the mast step. The other crew then attaches the side stays. Note that the closed side of the side stay adjuster, also known as the vernier, always points forwards. The pin should also be inserted from the outside, pointing inwards. The next step is to take the spinnaker halyard and tie it to the tow ring at the bow using a bowline knot. This needs to be secure because we're going to tension the halyard up, which will hold the rig up until we get the jib on. Once the halyard is secure on the tow ring, go to the bottom of the mast and feed the other end of the halyard through the halyard block, underneath everything, through the cam cleat, and through the fair lead. Put a stopper in the end of the halyard using a figure of 8 knot. Pull the halyard on tight, which will tension up the rig and hold the mast upright. Now we want to tip the boat on its side. First, make sure it's securely strapped in or tied to its cradle. It's best if one crew member lifts by the cradle while the other guides the mast down, making sure it's not going to hit anything. The cradle will ensure the boat rests securely in this position. Next, take the jib and attach it at the tack to the bow shackle. You'll note on the Manly Junior, the wire forestay is built into the jib. Also note the forestay is secured to the eye on the deck, not the tow ring. Now, get a boat breaker, feed it over the top of the mast, and loop the end of it onto the quick release. Hook the other end to the tow ring. Grab the tail of the boat breaker and apply enough tension so that the head of the jib can be attached to the forestay adjuster. Be careful not to over-tension the boat breaker, as inverting the bend of the mast can damage it. Secure the top of the forestay to the adjuster with a fast release pin. You can then ease off the boat breaker and remove it. Carefully coil up the boat breaker so it doesn't get tangled. Now we can attach the mainsail. One crew member stands at the bottom of the mast and feeds the bolt rope of the luff of the sail into the mast track. The other crew member pulls the head of the sail to the top of the mast. Secure the head of the sail to the mast by making a number of twists in the attached line and loop it over the quick release. Now you can carefully put the boat upright. Attach the boom to the mast by sliding it onto the gooseneck. Then attach the clew of the main to the outhaul. You might need a shackle key to get it undone. Be careful not to drop these shackle pins as they're easy to lose. It's a good idea to get a bunch of spares from Whitworth's. Next, connect the main sheet. It runs from the boom down to the transom block and then back up to the boom block. Through the sleeve and then through the main sheet block. The main sheet block has a one-way ratchet, so make sure it makes a clicking sound as you pull the sheet on. Push the boom out until just before it touches the side stay, and then tie a stopper knot with a figure of 8 knot in the main sheet. Attach the jib sheets by feeding each through opposite sides of the jib clew and then secure with a figure of 8 knot. Pulling tight. Connect the vang to the bottom of the boom and then snug it up. Take the pole bungee feed it through the pole and then around the front of the mast. Attach the pole to the mast with the pole topper. Then grab the bungee from around the front of the mast and attach it back to the back of the boom. Make sure the pole can slide forward around the front of the mast without getting tangled. If it tangles, you'll have to re-rig it. Secure the front of the pole to the boom using the bungee loop. Undo the spinnaker halyard from the toe ring and attach it to the spinnaker head using a bowline. Once the head is secure, pull on the halyard to raise the spinnaker to the top of the mast. Take the spinnaker sheet on the outside of the side stay, run it through the tweaker, and then attach it to the spinnaker using a figure of 8 knot. Do the same on the other side. Remembering the spinnaker sheet goes outside of everything, then through the tweaker before attaching to the spinnaker. Drop the spinnaker halyard, grab the foot of the spinnaker and put it in the spinnaker bag. Remembering that you need to put the spinnaker in the bag in front of the side stay. There's a hook at the top of the spinnaker bag to secure the halyard. The last thing to do is to attach the downhaul. This is a line that runs through an eye in the tack of the main and pulls down the luff tight. runs from the tack down to a cleat. All of the Manly Juniors are set up slightly differently here. And that's it. You just need to put your centerboard and rudder in when you get your boat in the water, and then you're ready to sail. Hope to see you out on the water soon.